What's going on, folks? Ike here, and once again it's smelly review time. Fragrance review time. Today we're going to talk about Armaf Nuit. Tres Nuit. Let me reach over and get that thumbnail. I gotta get that thumbnail. Bam! There's a thumbnail. What can I say about this? Tres Nuit, translated to English, is actually very night, which is probably the worst name for this fragrance they could ever came up with, because this doesn't smell like a night fragrance. This actually is a very good fougere. A classic fougere, extremely versatile. You could pretty much wear it anywhere. It smells fantastic, and it could probably be worn anywhere, anytime. It's got good performance. It's got good longevity, but it happens to be a clone. A clone of the infamous Green Irish Tweed by Creed. What can I say? I think it smells fantastic. I've been wearing it all day. It's got good projection, good longevity, good performance. I wouldn't say great, but it is good. Versatile, well-rounded scent, and I actually like it a lot. I don't have Green Irish Tweed here to compare it to, but I've had a sample vial of Green Irish Tweed, and it does smell very similar to it. I mean, it also smells very similar to Davidoff Cool Water, and there's a very good reason for that. It smells a little bit like Coty Aspen, but just a little bit like Coty Aspen. It seems like Aspen's a lot simpler and more transparent, less dirty, just cleaner. The Green Irish Tweed is like the poster child of the Creed fragrance house, so everybody knows Green Irish Tweed, even though a lot of you probably haven't smelt it. This allegedly smells a lot like Green Irish Tweed. I don't have Green Irish Tweed here to compare it to directly. I will take the internet's word for it that this does smell very similar to Green Irish Tweed. Now, it also smells similar to Cool Water, which I've had a lot of experience with Cool Water. I've been through 2 bottles of Cool Water in my life, and I love that cologne also. It's very versatile. You could pretty much wear it any time of year, any occasion, and just like this Tres Nuit and just like Green Irish Tweed, I think that's a fantastic cologne. Cool Water and this are probably about the same price. You know, the Green Irish Tweed is expensive as hell. It's about $300. This one and Cool Water, which it also smells like, it goes for about 30 bucks. You can get Cool Water at discounters for about 30 bucks. This is about 30 bucks. So it's a relatively inexpensive cologne. You would think there's a lot of green notes in it, but it smells more oceanic and aquatic to my nose. Ambergris, ambroxan, whatever you want to call it. It's more aquatic to my nose than green. Just like Cool Water. Cool Water is the same. It's more aquatic than it is green to my nose. So I'm going to give you some more useless information about this cologne. It was released in 2017, and it's a clone of a fragrance that was released in 1985 with Green Irish Tweed. 1988 is when Cool Water came out. And it just so happens that they were both made by the same perfumer. So that kind of explains why Green Irish Tweed and Cool Water smell so much alike. 1989 is when Coty Aspen came out, which was just about a year after Cool Water. So maybe Aspen was a bad clone of Cool Water. I actually love all of these colognes. I love Green Irish Tweed, I love Cool Water, I love Coty Aspen, I love this Armaf. I got this right here, this 1976 question mark. I'm doing some like fragrance investigation because Green Irish Tweed or Cool Water and then this Armaf and it smells very similar and very familiar to me. And it's like one of those things where you know it smells like something, but you're not sure what it is. So I went sniffing around to find out what was the real inspiration for Green Irish Tweed and Cool Water and Armaf. I'm going to show you guys the secret scent that came out in 1976 that all these colognes, I would bet all these colognes were inspired by, and Pierre Bourdain was inspired by this fragrance. Coast Soap. The eye opener. Now you probably think I'm freaking crazy, right? You're like, you're nuts, you know, there's no way Green Irish Tweed was inspired by Coast Soap. But if any of you at home have Cool Water, or if you have this Armaf Tres Nuit, or even Green Irish Tweed, I want you to spray some on your hand and smell it from a distance, not up close. Smell it from a distance, and then smell Coast soap, and I rest my case. Very similar, very similar. I mean, aside from, you know, Coast obviously being soapier and not having a lot of the woody elements of the cologne, I would say Coast soap is like 65% Green Irish Tweed. I think Creed was messing with us because in 1970, Irish Spring came out, right? So I think Creed is messing with us because what they were saying is like, all right, so when Creed was designing Green Irish Tweed and they were influenced by Coast soap, they tried to throw everybody's senses off by calling it Green Irish Tweed. So you would associate it with like Irish Spring soap. But this does not smell like Irish Spring soap. Irish Spring soap came out in 1970. Coast soap came out in 1976. And if you smell the two, this smells similar to Green Irish Tweed. Irish Spring soap does not smell like Green Irish Tweed. And I think that Creed named it accordingly to throw our scent off. Pun intended. Bunch of useless information, some conspiracy theory stuff there. But at the end of the day, it's a fantastic cologne, very versatile, and I would recommend any of these colognes. I think Green Irish Tweed is way too expensive. It's $300, and I would not recommend that. I think Cool Water is a very good alternative. I think this Armaf Tres Nuit is a very good alternative. If you were like my brother and I was giving you advice, I would say bypass all that crap. Go to Walmart and just get Blue Depths by Belcam Fragrance. It's called Blue Depths. It's basically a clone of Cool Water. If you wear either one of these or this Blue Depths, nobody's gonna smell the difference. This is not a cologne that grabs attention. It just makes you smell good. It's a safe cologne. It smells good, and you can walk confidently knowing that your cologne is not stinking. So it's a crowd pleaser, and it's a very good aquatic cologne. You know, even though the name Green Irish Tweed implies that it's more grassy green, I don't get that. I get a more ambergris, ambroxan, aka whale puke, aquatic vibe to this Tres Nuit. So I think Creed was messing with us, man. I've been using this whenever I feel like using Cool Water. It's only $7 at your Walmart. Is it Cool Water? Is it Tres Nuit? Is it Green Irish Tweed? It's similar to all of them. And I think at the end of the day, whichever one you wear, either this, make sure you take a shower with Coast soap first, the eye opener, and you're gonna be smelling great, you're gonna be chilling. That's all I got. Thanks for watching, and I will smell you later.